Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. In this video we are juicing one whole lemon, one whole cucumber, and a stalk of celery. Now what I may put in here is a little bit of ginger, but I'm not really sure yet. Probably will. I'm going to taste it. I may just throw some cayenne in there. But thought I would just make a video and give everybody an update of what's been happening. And this color looks terrible on me. I hate purple on me. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like it makes me feel washed out, especially if I feel washed out anyway. But, so, yeah, haven't made a video in a while, and I've really been digging the energy of the raw foods. And I've been really just eating mostly raw foods. And I really feel like, and every time I say something like, oh, I'm gonna just eat raw foods, I always, like, I was gonna do a raw food vlog yesterday, and like I like did it perfectly, and then like at the end of it I was like, I want to eat 2 eggs right now. I'm just gonna do it. I want 2 eggs. And I really felt like my body was needing 2 eggs. Like I had not really had any, I haven't had any meat, I haven't had any eggs or anything. I even made raw crackers. Like I have been doing raw 100%. And a lot of juices, mostly juices. And then I'm doing a 1 meal a day at night, which I'll do some fruit. After drinking juice most of the day, I'll do some fruit. And I may just do fruit, or I may just do a salad. It just really depends. And some days I might do fruit earlier in the day and then binge off on fruit for the rest of the day like crazy. You know, it varies, but basically I'm doing raw 1 meal a day. And I've really come across some really cool stuff here. I bought this a long time ago, but this is a great snack at night after you've eaten your meal. For like a dessert, you eat this on an apple or something like that, or just take 3 teaspoons of it and just eat it. It is so freaking good. Oh my God, like you must try this if you can get this in your area. It is really good, and basically all it is whole coconut puree. So, I mean, you could basically just get and it's raw. You could just get a coconut and puree it, like in a NutriBullet or blender, wherever you live. So it's not like you've got to go buy that product, you know, for those of you that can't buy it for whatever reasons. I'm always the type of person, I try to save money every trip of the train, because you know my mentality is a penny saved is a penny earned. You know, whatever if you're not saving money, you're spending money. And I tell my husband that all the time, because you know, he'll get this mindset of like, you know, just spend money, just spend it. I don't know why, but he will, and it's so stupid because we really don't have money to just spend. You know, we're struggling, just like everybody. You know, everybody everywhere has to work for a living. That's life, and pay taxes. You know, but that being said, the raw food is where it is at right now, and I am just totally amazed. Really, it's always been that way. It's always been that way. It's just I've never been strong enough mentally to adhere to it, because I get weak. My flesh is weak, and I fall into temptation. But I really feel like for me and my body, that raw food is the vibrational living, bioenergy, whatever you want to call it, electricity. It just does it. Like, I don't have to have a name for it. You know, it is what it is. And all I have to do is eat the food, drink the juice, and I'm there. And you know, it just, that's all she wrote. That's all I need. But then you come across people who are like, they want to have the proof, and I'm the same way. I want the proof. Right now, I'm reading a book, and it's curing cancer with carrots. And guys, it is amazing. This woman that wrote this book, Cameron something or another, I'll put a link down in the description box. Guys, this is going to be like a lemonade. This drink right here, this is going to be like a not sweet lemonade. Now, if you wanted to make it sweet, you could add some apples to it. But this is just going to be like a lemonade that is just not going to be sweet. And it's really a perfect thing to balance your carrot juice with later. Like, if you just wanted to drink carrot juice later, you could drink this before, and it just kind of balances things out. But I just want to say, like, those eggs, they're mucus forming. Like, I ate those last night, and I have had mucus in my body. Like, I can feel it. It's in my nose. It's just like there, kind of stagnated. It's like I'm kind of talking nasally because of it. But that's why I can't eat animal products. That's why I can't eat a lot of milk. I can't eat a lot of dairy. I can't eat a lot of meat. You know, it just, it causes the mucus. And that is what caused me to get that eye infection. I literally had pus in my eyes and mucus. That's disgusting. I mean, I don't know. Some people are way more sensitive to it. And, you know, I am super sensitive to the chemtrail spray. People can say all they want to, that this stuff doesn't exist, that this isn't happening, but I know it is. I taste it in my mouth. I see it in the sky, and I taste it in my mouth, and I wake up when they've done it all night long, and I feel like I've been hit by a Mack truck. I mean, go figure, guys. It is what it is. And, you know, a lot of people don't believe it's happening, but it is. And just, you know, it's just crazy. Check this out. This is crazy. And most people are going to be like, you're crazy. I had this one person say something really nasty on my channel, that I was lying, I was saying all this crap. It really hurt my feelings. I'm not going to act like it doesn't hurt my feelings, because it did. It got underneath my skin. I was just like, man, that really hurt, you know? But I'm just going to probably get to where I'm not even going to read the comments. Like, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. I just don't care. I'm going to say my piece. And, you know, it is what it is. But this here, this is a zapper. And I really don't understand how this works. And this is Chembuster. I found this through a magazine. And I was just like, you put, this charges it. I don't know how it works. It's got 2 pennies on it. There's a guy that makes this, Don Croft. I know some people are skeptic. I don't know if it works or not. I mean, I really don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, I've never been that good with physics and stuff like that. But I've always had this knowledge of how to heal cancer. Like, I knew that chemotherapy wasn't right when I was little. No, I mean, I saw my mom heal herself through the carrots and the wheatgrass sprouting and all that stuff. But I just knew that I mean, all of these people that are like, this new cure for cancer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's not going to cure cancer. I mean, it's like I knew that wasn't going to do it. Okay. But, you know, and this, all I know is that when I take this stuff, and I've got a video on this, and I'm not selling it or anything like that. I just know that this stuff works, and it works with the chemtrail sprays, and the part of the body that the chemtrail spray is attacking, because it attacks the weakest part of the body. My son's home, so I'm gonna have to stop this video. Okay guys, sorry about the delay. It's been a crazy day, but I'm back and the juice was great, but I'm juicing another juice now, which is my all-time favorite, is watermelon rind. And guys, what do? When you got rind left over, you juice it. So, that's what we're doing. And I've got some cucumbers left over from a salad that somebody did eat, because nobody around here likes raw food but me. And I just want to say, as we were talking about the chemtrail spray, because guys, it is an assault on humanity what is going on. I'm not going to pretend like this is not happening. I've done that before and it doesn't work, because what happens when you act like it's not happening and it's really happening, and you don't want to be all negative and be like, oh, this is... Get off the table, kitty. Down. Get off the table. Get off the table! Okay, I'm really going to edit that out. Sorry, guys. No. Man, cats are not allowed on the table. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't even know why she's doing that. Okay, hold on. I left the other cat in the cage. Alright, you can get out now. That's what happens when they get on the table or they do something bad, they go in their cage. And she was letting me know that I needed to let the other cat out already. It's her brother from the same mother. But anyway, back to the chemtrail spray. You know, guys, I really try to pretend like it wasn't happening, and that really didn't go over well because it is happening, and I have major side effects from it, okay? And they have been spraying all weekend in my area, and they have been spraying all day. So I just want to say, when I take the iodine, I literally can smell the plastic coming out of my body. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm not going to go into any more detail about that because I really know that that's TMI for some people, and I don't want to freak some people out, but some people will know what I'm talking about because you may have experienced that too. And if you have, please leave some information down in the description box about it. I would really like to hear your information, because and back to this book that I'm reading, which is really amazing, by the way, and I really shouldn't talk about it until I'm finished with the book, but it's about the carrot juice, and this lady that juiced the carrots, she basically said that the carrots, she's got all kinds of information in that book about the carrots, which I really like because, cancer is really a big epidemic problem within our country. And, guys, chemotherapy is bad. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think. I mean, I know if you're for it, you probably just got out of nursing school and you don't know beans about it, okay? Because I can honestly tell you that chemotherapy was made in the 40s. And do you know how it was invented? I mean, it was invented because people, they started, spraying the mustard gas on people back in the 40s. Back in the, when they were putting mustard gas on everybody, on the Jews and all that crap. Well, they started seeing that the side effects of that it killed white blood cells. So they were like, okay, or it shrunk the tumors. It shrunk the tumors, but it wiped out all of the white blood cells as well. And it got rid of the tumors, and then the cancer came back more aggressively than it did before. And that's what happens with chemotherapy, guys. I mean, wiping out the whole immune system to kill cancer is not a good idea. It's just really not. I mean, you need your immune system. And so basically the carrots have chemicals in them that actually, like she described it in the book, that it's like turning, for an example of this is, that's my daughter. She explained it like this, that chemotherapy is like a bad guy going into a classroom, and instead of just killing the bad people, he takes a Uzi and knocks out the whole class. That's what chemotherapy is, okay? Guys, it's not the way, okay? It is a proven fact. If you research chemotherapy, if you do the research, you will find, man, this is going to make a big juice. It's going to make a big one. You will find that when you do the research, that the chemo is really bad. And people that get the chemo end up worse off than when they started on the chemo. Okay, so it is ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. So, that being said, there needs to be some awareness of this situation. Just saying, guys, it's real. And I'm just here to tell you, I've been through a lot. My husband tried to tell me about the chemtrail spray, and I laughed at him for years. He literally died of lung cancer. Yeah. He thought he was going crazy. And he knew he wasn't going crazy, but everybody thought he was crazy. But, so, let's see, this right here, after I realized about the chemtrail spray was true, there was this book called National Freedom or something like that, and it talked about the Chembuster. I got it in the mail and we were like, what is this, I had this out earlier and I was going to tell you about it, about the Chembuster and the zapper. You put it on there and it charges it, and I'm not really sure how it works. I thought about doing an interview on the guy that created this because I've talked to him personally. He's a naturopath. I think in Asheville or someplace like that. I'm not really sure. It's in North Carolina somewhere, but and talking to him, like, he's really interesting. He's like a Swiss doctor, and he really came up with this formula and everything. And guys, it's an amazing story, but a lot of people suffered from the lung problems because that's one of the things. When you breathe in the chemtrail spray, it affects the lungs. Because, when you're breathing in aluminum, strontium, and barium, it goes into the lungs, and it's pretty serious. And it goes to the weakest part of the body. For me, the weakest part of my body was my colon and my intestines, because my whole life I literally grew up on bread and water. I mean, for a few years after my mom and dad got a divorce. Seriously, it was like concentration style. It was my fault. I kind of turned to substance abuse. And I started doing things like cigarettes and stuff like that, and I really didn't care about what I was eating. In high school, I'd go through the bread line, and I'd just get rolls and Kool-Aid for lunch, and I would occasionally eat carrots and apples and stuff like that, because my mom was a total health food nut, but I kind of veered off the path and got into some stuff. I followed the Grateful Dead around and did all that crazy stuff. Like I was a wild hellion, and so that had some effects on my health in like a major way. But, I made it through it. Everybody goes through something in life. It's not a big deal. I'm just glad I'm here to talk about it and tell people about it, because once I got saved and I came to know the Lord Jesus Christ and put Him as my Savior, everything has been just wonderful ever since. Let's go ahead and give it a taste test. I've had better. It's been in the fridge for a while, and it's a little on the weak side. But it'll do, and I'm not gonna waste it, because now these were fresh out of the garden, so they'll be good. They'll give it some energy, but they were cut up. But it is what it is. But, just saying, life happens, and, it is what it is. But, some people don't notice the, they don't notice that when things aren't not organic, or when things like are being sprayed on them, they don't really. Okay, that's, I don't know, that was bad. We're just gonna leave that part out. I don't know what happened, but those cucumbers evidently were not good. I thought they were, and it's a good thing I did not put that in the juice, because that wouldn't have been good. Thank you, God, for that. Okay, I'm gonna throw that away. I mean, don't get me wrong. The watermelon's good. It just doesn't look good. It's got a funky color, but that's because I juiced the rind. And when you juice the rind of something, and now I've got all this rind left over, and I screwed up the juice because I juiced that bad cucumber. Now I'm gonna have to wash this. Oh gosh, I may just put that in a bag and forget it. Ooh. It's really good. I really needed this in a major way. In a major way. But I just want to say, life is crazy. It really is. And I don't know what to say about it. These are some crazy times. They really are. And my hair looks crazy. It's looked crazy all day because it's naturally curly and it's going gray. And it always looks like I've freaking stuck my finger in a light socket, and I hate fixing my hair, so I just pull it straight back in a ponytail, and it looks ridiculous. I don't know what to do about it. I look like some mad scientist. Oh. But anyway. So 3 kids later, knowing the Lord Jesus Christ for the last 25 years, my life has been so blessed. I cannot complain. The good Lord has really been good to me. But I've had my challenges, and life has happened, and stressful things have happened. Going into the nursing program was a really big eye-opener. My husband and I were not on the same page about that. He was like, you don't want to do that, you don't. He knew my personality, and he knew my knowledge of natural foods and healing. And I thought I was really going to go in there and help people and like learn life-saving skills, and it was all going to be about emergency and helping people, guys. It was a nightmare. I'm just going to be honest with you, it was a royal nightmare. The medications makes people sicker. Like, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Like, you're better off by just drinking carrot juice. And I'm just gonna be honest, like, it is what it is, and a lot of people get mad over it because they're shelling out thousands of dollars a month for health care and insurance. And so when they're paying all this money and then somebody says, that's not going to work, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you literally get fined where I am if you don't buy a medical insurance. And we don't buy it. We don't buy it. We don't buy it. I'm not buying it. And we get fined. I don't care. The fine's cheaper than what we would pay. So who cares? I would rather spend my money on this. you know? And if I need to be sewed up, God forbid, something should happen, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and take 6 drops of this. You take 6 drops twice a day. And what I was going to tell you about that stuff is when you start to take it and you stay on it for a while and you take it the way you're supposed to, like, I've wondered what it would be like if you take like a whole bunch of it, like Dan McDonald style, the way he does stuff. Like, I've actually even considered it, and I might do that eventually, in the morning or something. I don't know. I've been really contemplating it. But what I was going to say is that this zapper, like, you're supposed to put it on your body, like in a place like around lymph nodes and stuff like that, and turn it on with the little pennies or whatever. And you put it on a place where, you know, the straps, it can stay, but not on bony areas, it says. But I literally felt like itching in my body. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I think it works. And this, after it's been on that, when you really, really start taking it and like start taking a lot, it will literally make you feel like something is crawling around, like it's irritating something in your body, like getting it stirred up. And it's almost so weird that you literally are like, I mean, I want to stop taking this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just kind of like, okay, I think I've had enough now. I mean, it kind of starts to mess with you, and I'm going to try to really stay on it this time, like hardcore. I've been on this stuff for years, though. I mean, I take it on and off, and when I first started taking it, oh my gosh, the stuff that came out of me, I was just like, what the frick is this coming out of orifices in my body? And I was pretty toxic. I mean, this was like about, it was about 7 or 8 years ago, after coming out of you know, a pretty toxic situation of having 3 kids, trying to put them through school, and just basically eating McDonald's hamburgers every day, and just, you know, living a pretty rough life, and just whatever, you know, sausage, gravy, just, you know, I've always had this balance of like, where in my whole life where I would eat really super duper healthy, drink carrot juice. Okay guys, sorry there was a phone call, but I just want to say, you know, I have been on and off the raw food juicing roller coaster for years. I was vegan for about 6 years ago. Excuse me, 6 years ago I started on the vegan diet, went vegan. That was my excuse, and you know, to take care of myself. It's pathetic that I had to do it for the animals, to do it for me. But I think a lot of people are like that. Like, you literally live your life as a sacrifice for so many people, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, we might as well do it for the animals. And they're like, well, this works. And then you're like, you know, you do it, and then the next thing you know, you're all good to go again. And you feel better. And you're like going to the bathroom and you feel better than you ever have. And, you know, it was amazing. And then, you know, I fell down the vegan path of stupidity. I don't know what you call it. It was just a battle. It was a battle to try to stay vegan. And then I found out all that stuff about veganism, like it not really being so great for the animals so much. Is like, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of drama. And, you know, one thing I will say is raw food really is the way. For me it is, and it always has been, but I have always had emotional trauma and physiological issues that have really been hard to deal with. I mean, mega. You know, I have a lot of resentment. I did, and it comes out, and you know, it's really hard to deal with. And I think a lot of people struggle. You know, they want to do the right thing. They know this is what their body needs, and then, you know, but really, what it comes down is putting God first, and that just totally resonates with me. Dan McDonald made a video today about that, and you know, it's true. It's just so true, and so I'm just really thankful for Dan McDonald's videos. And if you don't know who he is, go over and check his channel out. That guy is truly amazing, and you know, he's starting up a new team to really help people, and I think it's really going to help a lot of people that you know, are struggling and so forth. If I could go to the retreat, I would, but you know, I think it costs a lot of money. I don't really know for sure. I mean, it might be affordable for you, but for me, in my situation, it's not. And I'm not like chronically dying or anything. Like if I had cancer, you know, or something, my husband would probably be like, yeah, you need to go. You know, he'd definitely be sending me off to go see Dan McDonald, but I don't have cancer or anything like that, and I don't know. But guys, so many people have been healed on the raw foods, and people have been cured of cancer by drinking carrot juice. This one woman, I read this book where she literally drank 5 pounds of carrots every day, and in 8 months she cured colon cancer. Guys, colon cancer is one of the hardest, but it's true. That woman did that, and she didn't even eat like a raw food diet. She was like talking about in the book how she did everything from drinking, eating pizzas and just cheese, and just eating beans and salmon, and very low amounts of meat and dairy and stuff like that. But she said she ate yogurt and stuff like that. But I was just like, that's, you know, crazy. Yeah, so this juice is good. It's really good, and that book is really good, and I'm going to do a book review on it, and it was just amazing, that book, seriously. But I have a video on the Chem Buster if you want to check that out. This stuff is amazing. I mean, it really is. Like, even if you're not into raw foods and stuff like that, you take this, it will fix your wagon. I'm serious. This will make you want to do better. It'll make you want to really do better, and so forth. So, that being said, I'm gonna have to get off here, finish. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. God, I'm so rude. My husband says I am the rudest woman in the world. girl. Oh, but anyway, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and drink the rest of my juice, and then I'm going to clean my juicer out and I guess drink the rest of that. I don't know what to do. This is my second juice today. I've had a green juice, and then I've had the watermelon rind juice, and I went and bought juicing materials today. I got beets, I got cabbage. Man, that cabbage, wow. It has medicinal purposes. It will help. It will help clean you up. It will. It's very detoxifying. The carrots, I've been juicing a lot of carrots after reading that book because I just feel like they're amazing, and I want to have orange skin. I want to have healthy skin, and it's been helping my eyes. It really has. And I'm sorry I don't fix my hair more, but it is what it is, y'all. But I know this is a really, really long video, and I'm sorry if you're bored, but nobody really seems to like watching my videos anyway, but that's okay. I don't really care. I mean, I do care. I mean, you know, but not that much. It's not important to me as God. God is the most important thing, and healing my body and taking care of my family and my children, and you know, that's got to come first. And so God knows what I need, and you know, if He just knows what we need, and it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe, like, share this information with anybody that you may know. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.